Hello everyone, it's Rune again. Welcome to OneShot, the podcast where we talk about movies, shows, video games, and everything that has to do with our sweet little blue universe. Today's episode is Assassin's Creed. Last time I pitched about making a Zelda film, but this time with Netflix's recent announcement of a live-action TV series, in this post-COVID world, when that happens, well, I wanted to try my hand at it. So here are 3 pitches for a live-action Assassin's Creed show. However, let's go over some information on what we have, and what we already know. Assassin's Creed is being co-produced by Netflix and Ubisoft's Film and Television Studios, which is part of a long-cemented partnership the two companies have forged, since they're making an animated Splinter Cell series. That's going to be interesting. I hope Michael Ironside reprises his role. They're making a movie based on The Division, which has, I think, Jessica Chastain and Mysterio himself, Jake Gyllenhaal, in it. So that's going to be good. And we know that the show is going to be executive produced by Jason Altman, who's in charge of the studio, and Danielle Krinick. Since they're both the heads of this series, they are also said they're looking for a showrunner. So, if they stumble upon this podcast and this particular episode, maybe they might hire me. We really don't know, but good luck to everyone out there. So pitch 1. Greece. 1515. With 8 one-hour-long episodes, the main plot begins in 1513, Kalamata, Greece, with a young assassin of the Greek Brotherhood. His name is Nero Poli, which means water bird. I mean, even though it looks like it's spelled Nero and Pale, it's actually pronounced Nero Poli. As the Greek Templars are gaining more and more power over Greece itself in this ever-expanding war, there's a traitor among the wings of the Assassin Brotherhood. Nero is off to find out a conspiracy while also meeting with other members who are guarding a piece of Eden. Meanwhile, in modern-day times, a young assassin named Andrew Leonidas Fassbender is captured by Abstergo and forced to be the latest test subject in Abstergo's newest Animus project. However, turns out there's a twist, because Andrew is working for the Templars, and the Animus project he submitted himself to was to locate where the last piece of Eden was located, since it's been lost. Total seasons? 2. Season 1 is 95% of the Greek arc. Season 2 has Andrew, an assassin, who has become disillusioned by the Templars and the Assassins, seeing them both pointless, that he wants to burn it all down to the ground. So, he's now using his positions to manipulate both parties. And while at Abstergo and Andrew's personal handler, Dr. Ronald Fazeron, is also dissatisfied with experimenting on others, and he might defect to the Assassins. This series would be an action conspiracy thriller. Pitch 2. Japan. 1613. Total seasons? 5. Each season would have at least 8 to 16 episodes. In 1600, William Adams, an assassin in the English order, lands in Japan, accused by Portuguese Jesuits / Templars trying to gain influence with the Japanese, even creating a small branch of Templars. William Adams will do what it takes when he's added into the Order of the Samurai. So as a samurai, as an assassin, and later as a mentor to the Japanese assassins. This is all taking place during Season 1 and maybe Season 2. Meanwhile, in the present, 2020, Carla Evans is almost abducted by Abstergo, who mistaken her for an assassin in San Diego, California, not Florida. Only to be saved by Roger Bailey Canidas, a modern-day assassin who rescues her and takes her to the Safe Room. It's a small little hotel located in downtown. There she meets the rest of the team. Dylan Bagby, Lincoln Link Abbott, the twins, Brianna and Christina Colt, and, in a surprise twist, the Templar boss, Jensen Isaacs. Jensen is a powerful Templar, but he really truly despises the Templar Order and just really never cared for it that much. His personal alignments and ideologies align more so with the Assassins. So he's been secretly bankrolling the newly formed Assassins branch in San Diego, which has been around since about 2016. With Rebecca Crane, who actually helped convince Jensen to join their side alongside assassin mentor William Miles. With the Assassin's presence being raised a bit more and introducing Carla into their world in Hidden War, the hunt for the final pieces of Eden begins. It's an action-adventure historical thriller. However, what makes this pitch a lot more interesting and unique than other ones before is the fact that it would be tied to a trilogy set of Assassin's Creed games. So, for Assassin's Creed fans who happen to really not care about the modern day stuff, well, you kind of will start to care a little bit about it because the entire modern day story arc is in the TV series itself. So let's say the twins in the modern day get to play two different assassins for Game 1 and Game 2. And in Game 3, maybe we have Jensen enter the Animus. But this Animus looks really cool, and it's really portable, and it's... Once you see it, you're going to be like, oh, that's a really cool design, and it can do a lot of tricks that other Animuses are incapable of ever pulling off. There also is open up a cameo from Callum Lynch. Yeah, Michael Fassbender's character. Which I know a lot of people didn't like the Assassin's Creed movie, and they could have done so much better with it. But with a TV series, you can tell more stories and add more detail, and we're always welcome to have his character and, finish off his story arc in a really cool way. That would make the audience go like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. Oh wow, he's not as bad as I thought he was. Oh wow, he gets to play the Spanish assassin again, and it's really cool and better than before. Oh wow, that guy's over there. So some really fun stuff would be set up. But alas, folks, this leads us to our very last pitch. And this one's kind of a really easy one to do. And it's the Desmond trilogy pitch. So, that's basically adapting Desmond Viles' entire storyline and story arc. Which means Season 1, which would be about 10 to 16 episodes, would be Altair's story. Which then leads into Season 2, which is Ezio's story. And then Season 3, which is Connor's story. But, because we're adapting the games and the original trilogy, it leaves a lot more room to basically improve and change a couple of things here and make it a lot more tighter, a lot more epic in certain areas. Fight scenes would be done in a really cool choreographed way, the way how the Animus would project itself. It would be a fun little fresh take on everything there, but it's adapting the core trilogy that started everything. And it takes a lot of the stuff that nobody really likes from the Desmond story and makes it better and makes it streamline it. And maybe there will be a cameo by Nolan North. Maybe he's an Abstergo employee who gets punched in the face by our new Desmond. Passing the torch, folks. It's sexier now. Again, a little joking aside there, it would be kind of fun just to see how that would work. But I'm sure you guys have some pretty cool ideas yourself. Anyways, total of 3 seasons, 10 to 16 episodes. That's how I see the Desmond trilogy working, and I see it working as a very tight-knit little series. And it's good enough where you can rewatch it again. You're like, oh yeah, I won't get bored with this. Or, oh yeah, I remember this. It wasn't bad. So, those are our pitches. Which one did you guys like the most? Which one did you like the least? Do you think you would watch an Assassin's Creed series? And next time, we're going to dive into the dark and foreboding world of Disney princesses. So enjoy, and remember to vote. And also, I know that this year has been really rough on all of us. 2020 has basically been the year where it's basically shot itself in the foot and says everything's fine when everyone's dying. Everyone is angry. Everyone feels a lot of pain. But I want you guys to know that we here at OneShot do appreciate you all. Even if we have a small fan base, even if we're not the best podcast out there, we love each and every one of you around the world. And our sincerest gratitude to each and every one of you and appreciation. And I know it's hard. So, to quote my uncle, wear a mask, keep your distance, and still love each other. And I hope you all have a lovely and wonderful time.